We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
Are you avoiding the fun or reducing your income because you're afraid to be in public? Not because you're unsociable or because you're sickly, but because you believe that you could become a victim of a virus? Dr. Moreno, the creator of Method Moreno, simplifies terms associated with COVID and diseases induced by vaccines, while showing proven methods that enable you to strengthen your immunity, reverse the conditions originating after vaccines, and interpret the repetitive words of media with confidence. Release your fears by becoming more knowledgeable with How to Minimize Dis-ease, enhanced by Vaccine Association.
Hotep, and welcome to another episode of You Are the Gym, episode number 149, with your host with the most, Heru, the modern monk, your cannabis fitness strategist, back at it again, here with you, here for you, here to enlighten you, to take your mind to levels that you may not tapped into yet. Billions informed per day, keep the stupidity away. Now today I want to dive into a subject matter that we tend to not really focus on, even though that was my last show. Focus is boring. But focus is boring to a point where it makes sense. It's making you, allowing you to be prosperous, allowing you to be successful within your actions, within your tasks, within your projects. Now, those of you who know me, you know I'm a writer. I've been writing for many years. I've been self-publishing, having fun with it, doing some things. With the podcast show, I really go into some subject matters, just kind of allowing my ideas to express, right? What's going on in my head, what's going on with my reality of thinking, my surroundings, my environment. Tune in, because I've been going deeper into the consciousness. I've been going deeper into the manifestation of writing and allowing myself to concentrate, allowing myself to focus, And one of the things is, I think what's really important that a lot of us don't really tune into is our environment, right? So this subject matter, I'm really getting deeper into the neurolinguistic programming, the hypnosis, the concentration, even with your neurotransmitters. How are they optimized, right? Even though we're talking about concentration today, but this is what this particular subject matter I'm going to be diving into. I'm writing this thesis on environmental intelligence, and I call it the atomic environmental intelligence. I'm working with it a little bit, bear with me. But I want to give people a more broader or understanding of the psychosis or the psychological aspects of your environment. How's it really affecting you in your everyday life, even as your birth and your parents and the social environments, the social, structures that are around you that compel you to do certain things that you tend to not want to do, or you finding or you seeing results from others, how they're responding to their environment and whatnot. But today we're talking about the power of concentration. Now, I would like to introduce y'all to a young man. His name is Heru, the modern monk, right? The one thing I want to be able to do in this particular lifetime, in this journey in my life, is to influence people, to compel people to act, to become a better person, become a better you, to actually staple in this world a success, something that you accomplish within your lifestyle, within your life journey. That's the purpose. Why we have these purposes, right? Encountering, some psychedelics, going into the deeper understanding of what psychedelics will talk about. And we'll go into that a little bit more in another episode. But we know psychedelics actually taps into higher consciousness, right? if you allow it to tap into higher consciousness. That's the key thing. A lot of us are doing recreational, but we're not allowing ourselves consciously to tap into our higher awareness, what we have available, what the universe has laid out for us. And that's why the power of concentration is so important, right? So let's get on the same page. Let's get on the same balancing page. Now, concentration is an act of focusing the mind upon a given desire until ways and means for its realization have been worked out or successfully put into operation. Concentration has an effect known as autosuggestion, and it's a process of habits, right? So this particular tool within your consciousness, within your subconsciousness, and deeper levels of consciousness, right? When we're talking about telekinesis and all these psychosis processes, your neurotransmitters, neurolinguistic programming, and other elements on a spiritual aspect, what is concentration? Now, when you look at some of the so-called geniuses that we promote or that we idolize, the Einsteins, the Elon Musk, the Nikola Teslas, and some of these other, George Washington Carver, and many other people that we tend to not really put in that category, but at the same time they were in that category. Even Alex Carrel, he was a genius in his own right. A scientist. But then you take on these other aspects of what concentration gives you, right? The ability to really focus in or tune in to that particular event or project or whatever it may be. Tesla was known for really designing projects within engineering or reverse engineering projects within his mind come out, and actually it would be manifested. Literally, it would be manifested in his mind, therefore he could put it. That's why you always talk about the electromagnetics, within frequencies, understanding the frequencies that you have. Edgar Casey was another interesting, Edgar Casey, I'm messing his name up, but I think some of you, my brothers and sisters who actually been involved in any type of spiritual development, knowing who I'm talking about, because there's so many people out there we don't really promote. Like even Walter Russell, he was another interesting guy that you never really talk about, even though my brother from Santos, he talks about him. He actually mentioned a book. I was kind of curious with that. But you're not missing anything because you attract all that you need within you. This is the point, right? Kind of like focusing. You have the ability, but you choose to allow the distractions to dictate or to motivate or to inspire you to do or focus on other things, even though it's part of I think it's more of a lazy type scenario. Because when I think about even in the 90s and 80s, we wasn't as distracted. It was more people saying they were bored back then. You see what I'm saying? Now we have the availability of all this distractions like crazy. Your phone, your notifications, your computer, even people with the texting. Even though texting is still an invasive tool, it's still, you kind of see what I'm saying. So how do we regulate, or how do we start disciplining ourselves? And it was from this book, it was interesting, this book called The 4 Disciplines of Execution to Express the Power of Concentration. So he talked about these 4 elements or 4 disciplines that you should be kind of focusing on. So discipline 1, it's a matter of time of 3 to 6 months that you will witness the discipline or your concentration efforts, meaning kind of applying your atomic habits, like what James Clear was actually breaking down, and he breaks down the 4 tiers in there. Now, I don't even want to go in that, because that's just a whole nother ball game. Even though you can go to my academy, You Are the Gym Club Academy, and find these resources as well, where you can actually benefit from learning how to apply your new habits, the power of habits, right? You are the habit. You have to be the habit. You have to put your circumstances in order. You see what I'm saying? Prioritize your circumstances. Prioritize your learning. Prioritize your concentration. Prioritizing your meditation time. Prioritizing your workout time. See, the only person who benefits from this is you. You feel what I'm saying? As you benefit, others around you benefit as well because of the discipline, right? So basically what I'm saying with the discipline in concentration, you have these elements, like I said, habits. You create these habits, but you have to put yourself in that position. That's the key thing. You got to put yourself in that position to be able to concentrate. And what do concentrate look like? Even though, stepping back a little bit, let me get to the 4 disciplines, or the last 3. Discipline number 2, act on lead measures, right? So create guides, create triggers, as they would talk about. Triggers. Formulate triggers in your life. Discipline 3, keep a compelling scoreboard. Now, how you know you're winning if you're not taking score, right? I love this too, because women, it's interesting when you're in these relationships, your mate, they can come up with all these parameters or boundaries when it fits their outcome, right? When it fits them, when it fits to benefit them. We're not working together anymore. That's another thing in relationships. We're not working together to benefit, for both of us to benefit. That's the key thing of a discipline, of having an understanding of boundaries, having an understanding of how we get down, what do we want in life, what is our goals, and setting those 3 priority goals, what we really want out of life, right? What is our purpose? What is my purpose being with you? You kind of see what I'm saying? It sounds crazy, but then at the same time, it makes more sense, because you want to benefit from life. Hence, concentration, right? They don't teach you this in school, so you're not learning any of this in school. The one thing, like I said, I have dived deeper into this subject matter by writing on it, going deeper within it. And it's actually very compelling how you start really creating these habits to really concentrate, to really focus, to build better, more conducive, effective, and efficient habits, right? Now, the 4th one is create a cadence of accountability, right? And I always say accountability with responsibility. You are in control, right? You are in control. You have to take control. That's the one thing about these jobs too. The jobs take you out of control. You feel me? Okay, you may be a manager. You may be in a certain position, but you only managing yourself, right? You can't manage other people. You got to manage yourself. And that's the problem with these cultures of, with these job cultures. The job cultures are trying to control you, even though they don't control anything. You have to control your own self-discipline. Now, with that being said, you must have commitment to your concentration practice. Now, how many of it, this is sparking too. You can go check out a good book. Definitely study this book. It's called Deep Work by Carl Newport. It's a very powerful, influential book. Literally, it actually opens your mind up to the power of concentration, to the power of focus, right? And it gets you on the level where you're paying more attention to you. That's the key thing, the value of you, your future you. Making sure you doing the right elements or taking the right steps towards your future. As I was sharing, Look, we're a bunch of ideas. This is what our future is, a bunch of ideas, and we tend to work on putting it together, right? We tend to putting it together, hence creating our past, hence creating our future. But the now is right now, as I'm speaking in the present to you right now on this forum, right? But the forum is actually captivating my concepts or my ideas that I'm sharing out loud with you. Hence the concentration mentality. Many of us lack commitment even to a simple process in our lifestyles. So we usually don't take the time to concentrate on what we need to do. Unless it's like fast gratification. Oh, I'm going to go get that candy bar. Should I get the candy bar or should I go get an apple? Which one is the best? Which one will benefit me, give me the most energy? Until living our life, fast gratification, the instant now mentality. That's what's cool about concentration, because it puts you in a mentality where you're not hurrying and going cuckoo. Literally going cuckoo, because this is what this mentality has created. All the ads that's focused on you. You're seeing ads everywhere. Everybody wants your money. Everybody wants your time. But I think it's definitely some people you should spend that time with or give that time with. That's going to benefit you in the long term, right? Your family. Certain members outside of your family. Your network, right? Your business network. Minding your own business, right? Take on the attitude of being committed to yourself. And other events will favor you. Literally, other events will favor you. Because they see the discipline. They see the concentration. They see the focus. What you need to get done. Within you, brothers and sisters. Within you. That's the key thing. Success is in selling. Success is in you. As Frank Bettinger would say. An old classic book, 1949, 1946. Be courageous. Have faith. Go forward, Thomas Edison would say. You must celebrate your commitments and wins to be thankful and grateful for all that you have. And don't worry about the lack of what you don't have, because I think we tend to focus on that crap. What we don't have. Oh, I don't have $3,000 in the bank. See what I'm saying? I don't have that new car. I don't have that new job position that I've been wanting in the last 6 months. Right? And really manipulating or actually manifesting situations where you're able to value yourself, thankful for people who are in your life, who are actually sparking that learning or expressing that tool or that energy, that positive energy. My brother was saying the other day, Dr. Boz Moreto, shout out to you. That brother was saying how, you know, we know these entities. We know when you're talking religion, right? When you're talking religion, all we're talking about is energy. What Jesus, what the Buddha, what all these particular so-called gurus or figures that we exalt or we idolize, all that is energy, right? All that is energy, and it's how you use that energy. Lum, hum, right? Om. All these energies that we have within us, this creates the concentration, the intention to what we want in life, right? We have to dedicate that time. We have to discipline that time to build these particular tools, to build our consciousness, to build our subconsciousness, to build these habits, right? Great resource book, The 1% by Tommy Baker. Check that out. right? Express the committed laws as well. So I'm writing a book, and I've been telling you guys, I've been working on this book for years, at least the last 5 to 6 years. It's called Confessions of the Mind of an Athlete. Confessions of the Subconscious Mind of an Athlete. Overcoming resilience, mental resilience, right? So it's these particular principles that I've been evaluating or expressing within my lifestyle, throughout my lifestyle, period. Even in all my relationships, you know what I'm saying? And utilizing this. But one of the things I've been noticing too is like, you tend to go back to these principles. You tend to go back to focus. You tend to go back to concentration. You tend to go back to these particular staples in your life. And the power of concentration is a success law that is given by nature for you to accept and develop and receiving anything your heart desire. That is the definite chief aim, what you're searching for. As Napoleon Hill expressed in his famous series of The Law of Success, right? And he wasn't the only one who expressed this. This has been many great men and women throughout our history have been giving us these principles of success, principles in life, right? It's just about, what are you vibing on? Where's your frequency? Because that's where it comes down to, frequencies, right? Energy. Where's your energy at? And if you're not concentrating on your energy to elevate that energy, you're not going to be too successful, right? Self-talk, self-positive talk. Putting yourself around positive people that will challenge that positive energy. Whew. How simple is that, my brothers and sisters? Right? And I'm going to go to our sponsor as we come to here. I'm playing with y'all. The only sponsor I got here is myself, me, myself, and I. Don't take me wrong. I'm promoting my brother, Dr. Boz Moreno. This brother have innovated the game. If you don't know about health and fitness, health, at least health-wise, this brother, Dr. Boz Moreno, is taking it to a whole nother level. Literally, a whole nother level. And if you don't know now, you know. It's kind of crazy, especially when you have people that's close to you and you don't understand the value that they have given or the value that they're energized with, right? Because it's so overwhelming. And I'm grateful for being able to have that energy in my life, because it's compelling me to take my life, take control of my life to the next level. So concentrate to get one thing in your mind and heart, in your bloodstream. Put it in your bloodstream. Make it part of your lifestyle. Put side blinders on your eyes so you cannot see all the distractions, the temptations along the way. Sterling W. Steele. Right? Your energy is in line to the end result you seek when you have accepted the power of concentration. Let me repeat that. Your energy is in line to the end result you seek when you have accepted the power of concentration. Now, no man can serve two masters, even though we try to do this all the time, but we fail because it's multiple distractions in our daily lives. It talks about that in the Bible. You can't serve two masters. You only serve in one, right? One or the other. But Buddha says you got to be balanced, right? Detached and unattached. So how do we do that? By concentration, by meditation, by understanding these principles to get balance in your life. Have a pH level that's balanced in your life. Not alkaline, crazy, not acidic, crazy, but balanced. right in the middle, right? No man can serve two masters. Even though we try to do this, especially we fail with all these multiple distractions in our daily lives. Everyone and his propaganda tools are doing a great job keeping you occupied, brothers and sisters. Not focusing on concentration, not focusing on attention, not even focusing on your well-being. How do you walk around, literally, this is a question for all of you. How do you walk around unhealthy? You know you got fat, all kinds of fat, all out of shape, can't walk the stairs, can't even walk a few miles without tripping, you're breathing all off track, your heart rate going up. How do we live like that? Literally, how do you live like that? And then wonder why people treat you that way. Wow. Wow. Look, it's all in spiritual development. It's all in conscious and subconscious development. How hard is it to do self-development? You should be doing self-development every day. Every day. Because self-development or mental development will allow you to get health development, physical development, financial development. It all works in balance, in harmony. Your frequencies, right? Your energy, they elevate. That's the point. Enthusiasm. Go get some. Have some confidence in yourself. Build some confidence. Relearn how to learn. Stop limiting yourself. Understand concentration helps you get there. This reminds me of the saying of Jack of all trades, master of none. We talked about this before. Jack of all trades. But see, this is the key thing. Now we starting to come back to this particular term because the jack of all trades is the understanding of learning. Everything's connected. They talk about being a specialist, but then when you break it down, when you specialize, you are, yeah, you're making the money, but then you're limited. You're still limited. That's the thing. You're still limited. That's why I'm always learning the different facets of understanding how the mind works. How we making these decisions that are benefiting other people. Why do I want to live a healthier life? So I can benefit my future children, benefit my future family. You feel what I'm saying? Put something good in this crazy world. Because it is a crazy world. But even though it's a lot of positive aspects in this world too as well. You be in those events and thoughts to manifest when you are consistent in concentrated process. You are being those events or thoughts to manifest when you're consistent with your concentration processes. Right? Concentration is the law. It's a law. It's a principle. We get what we give. We must first give love, health, and wealth to be able to get that back, right? Karma, for those of you who are into that mentality. This is a process of a systematic thinking, right? And everything's systematic. Everything is systematic. You must have a system to be successful. Even these propaganda tools are system, right? They're system to keep you occupied, to keep you distracted. This determined mind that focus on the outcomes that you seek will have the results you're searching for. For example, concentration on courage. concentration on abundance, concentration on communicating more effectively by listening to what is being expressed from your heart and thoughts. But the key element is, what are you putting in your heart and thoughts? Instead of allowing all this propaganda crap to be in there, keeping you negative, watching people fighting and going cuckoo. You know, we tend to watch we'll look at a car wreck and be like, stop for the car wreck, even though you could just drive by the situation. But we're wondering what happened. We'll look at a dead person sitting just sitting there. And just thinking of our process. Oh yeah, okay, I'm feeling sorry. And we feeling sorry even for the homeless man. But we're not even understanding what's actually going on in their mindset. They have lost. They're done with the reality of this reality, right? Your thoughts are energy. Make them count by focusing and concentrating on what you want. Not just what you want, what you actually need to be able to be successful for your well-being, for your health, for your mentality, for your fitness, for your intelligence, for your your relationships, for your networking, for your business. Concentrate in strengthening the mind and body. Therefore, you will develop the habit of saving money, of adding value to your bottom line, of adding value to you. Concentration is a psychological tool that has been taught in our schools via learning environment, unless you're in a field of psychology. That's the only time you really get a understanding of concentration, is when you're in psychology. And they really don't go deeper into that process. They don't teach you how to do that, right? Because it seemed like now with the school system, even though Rockefeller kind of manifested that, created that, he didn't want people to learn. He wanted dummies. He wanted people to, be slaves. That was his mindset. Even though it was brilliant to an extent, when you really think about it, it's brilliant. Keep people in a concentrated, or keep people in a psychological downfall, really. It has its ups and it has its downs. That's what I said. You have to relearn. You have to unlearn. You have to reroute. You have to reprogram yourself. Concentration is learned or educated as an act of imparting knowledge. As the root word of echo, which means to develop from within, to induce, to draw out, to grow through the law of use, right? That's education, where the education term come from, a Latin term, right? Be wary of what you let in your mind. Please be very understanding, or overstanding, as my brother Long would say. Understanding what's going on, the drama, the combat, the terror, the numbness, the subservience, everyday things that wipe out your scared principles, right? Whatever your mind entertains them uncritically, it lets them slip in, as Marcus Aurelius would say. In conclusion, I have 3 ways to promote your concentration powers. And like I said, I go deeper on my blog site. I go deeper within my new book, talking about concentration, how you can elevate. And here's some tips for you. Practice mindfulness meditation. Mindfulness meditation is a technique that involves focusing your attention on the present moment, listening to the breath, listening to the heartbeat, listening to the environment without judgment. Regular practice of mindfulness meditation can improve your concentration, your attention span by training your mind to focus, to stay focused on the present moment by setting aside a few minutes each day to practice mindless meditation. 5 minutes, that's all I'm asking you. 5 minutes. Eventually you're gonna start moving it up. Take 5 minutes. I'll challenge you. The next 7 days, take 5 minutes out of your day every morning when you wake up. Right when you wake up, take 5 minutes to meditate. Listen to you. Listen to your heart. Listen to your thoughts. Right? The second, number 2, take breaks. Taking short breaks every hour or so, every 25 minutes. I'll take a break, get some relaxation, get the body moving, get some blood regular. I usually do some push-ups. I do some push-ups or some jumping jacks, get that blood flow get good to all my extremities, as the brother would say, my extremities. Studies have shown taking regular breaks can help prevent mental fatigue, improve focus during your breaks. Try to engage in activities that will help you relax and recharge, such as stretching, taking a short walk, or listening to music or binaural beats, right? The white noise, as they would say. And number 3, get enough sleep, please. 7 to 9 hours if you can. Get that Canadian rhythm going down. Get that Canadian rhythm going down, even though that Canadian rhythm down. So when you sleep, get your sleep in 7 to 8 hours, if not more, to optimize your sleeping. You know what I'm saying? So you can start waking up to a fresh day. You may even want to consider taking little naps throughout the day. I think this is very helpful within you. And that's the 3 days, 3 things, 3 tips. So let me repeat that. Practice mindfulness, meditation, take breaks, and get enough sleep. Look, it's all love. I'm just sharing my thoughts. And I know this platform, like I said, is just to kind of push you a little bit. Push you to the edge. Somebody got to do it. Stop tuning into all this crap that's on the internet. Just crazy stuff. It's amazing just the stuff we buy into. We can look at some crazy stuff and then and claim that is what we're energized, what gives us fuel, but it's only temporary. So do some positive, fun stuff. Go out and do some surfing. I don't know, do some paddle boarding. Get out in the water. If you don't have no water, go find some water. To all my brothers in Colorado. But other than that, go camping. Go get out in nature. Go do something like that. That's the best thing you can do. Connect back with nature. Until next time, much love. I'll talk with you later. Have a great day. Stay strong. Until next episode, I'll see you later. Have a good one. I'm out. Hotep.
Are you looking to take your fitness and wellness to the next level? Do you want to learn from the best trainers and coaches in the industry? From the comfort of your own home? Look no further than You Are the Gym Club Academy online courses. Our courses offer a comprehensive and personalized approach to fitness and wellness with expert guidance and support every step of the way. Whether you're a beginner or a seasoned pro, we have courses that suit your needs and goals. From strength training and conditioning to mental health to mindfulness. And the best part, you can access our courses anytime, anywhere, on any device. With our flexible and convenient online platform, you can learn at your own pace and on your own schedule, making it easier than ever to prioritize your health and wellness. So what are you waiting for? Invest in yourself and join the You Are the Gym Club Academy community today at youarethegymclubacademy.onlinecoursehost.com.
interrupt our program to bring you this important message.